All right, let's kick this off again since, you know, God forbid we go live and have something not be instantly terrible, but, whatever. Mike, thank you so much for taking the time. I know I literally reached out to you 10 minutes ago, so hell yeah. How are you? How
No,
are
it's
you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's just been kind of a quiet day. We're snowed in here, so today was just a good day just to curl up on the couch and, read and just hang out. That's pretty much all I've done. I recorded a couple podcasts today. We did an interview on the power trip with Carl Dutton, who's the guy in charge of the audio drama for like X-Men and Power Rangers, and that was a
Oh,
lot of fun. But
sweet, man.
outside of that, uh, not really a whole lot going on today. But I actually forgot today was Wonderfest Day.
Yeah,
Until
man.
my friend Danny messaged me earlier this afternoon and told me, "Oh shit, it's Wonderfest today."
So, yeah, man. So we had a bunch of reveals. So let's go over it. I don't want to
Sure,
take up too much people's time. Just figured this would be fun and quick.
sure.
So it looks like we are getting a reissue in a sense, but they're probably going to come as a set. It looks like they're a set. We got Gigan and Godzilla. It looks like it's definitely a 25 centimeter series. The Gigan is definitely a reissue, and the Godzilla is as well. I'm pretty sure that's the 25 centimeter 71 Godzilla, but they gave him the blood in his eyebrows, which looks cool.
Yeah.
Um, so if you don't have those in your set, it looks like you're gonna be able to get them again, as well as a new paint app on the Godzilla, which is pretty sweet. I don't know if I'm gonna double dip though, because I do have the Ghidorah egg one, so I don't know if the eye blood down the nose is worth it for me. What about
I'm
you?
gonna be honest. I may end up grabbing this only because I don't actually have an X Plus Gigan in my collection, and I actually prefer the 25 centimeter over the 30 centimeter. I know. People are already getting ready to scalp me
No,
in the comment section, but
I don't think so.
I prefer the 25 centimeter Gigan over the 30 centimeter. And actually, what scared me about these two was when I instantly saw it, I was like, "Oh shit! They're actually going to do gigantic Gigan and a gigantic 60, or a gigantic 71." I'm like, "Well, there goes my rent payment." But turns out they're just the 25 centimeter set.
Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna double. Edwin's saying double dip. Probably not. But I do agree. I think the 25 centimeter Gigan is just better proportionally.
Hmm.
As well as he's gonna scale correctly. That's always been the issue with the 30 centimeter Gigan is
Hmm.
if you've gotten the new Megalon or even the Jet Jaguar, the 30 centimeter Gigan's kind of a small boy. Like some of those Sakai's. But this is the main event. What I'm most excited for, and it's the guy behind him.
Oh,
Guys, fellas, ladies, let's go. I don't give a shit how much this would have been. I know it's probably around 450. It looks like something like that. But
yeah, it's gonna be around. It's gonna be after probably shipping and tax and all that stuff. It's
yeah,
probably gonna be. You're gonna be pushing 500 with this guy.
I've held off from getting the 30 centimeter Ibra and obviously the 65. There was always that 25 centimeter set. I had moved on from 25 centimeters, so I've been kind of holding off, waiting for the day. And this is like the 30 centimeter FSL, the favorite sculptors line. Oh, come on,
Which is
dude.
always excellent.
Yeah. And they always typically run bigger too. So if this is already going to be in that 30 centimeter, Godzilla's probably around 32. We're looking at this probably might be close to 40 centimeters at the top. I got and I found all these pictures like via Twitter, some groups. So if I'm
It's
stealing your
gorgeous.
pictures, I'm sorry. I'm just too
We're just
excited.
we're just excited here, people.
Look, oh
But
my,
no,
look at the face, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is what's up.
see, this is okay. So I'm after I saw this, I messaged my friend Danny and I said, "Hey, does it look a little bit like 64B to you? Because it kind of does.
Well, I
Like
mean,
it,
that was the suit that they kind of kept putting together, like
mm.
trying to make it last as long as they could.
Which I'm
Um,
totally here for. I love the 64B. I love Ibera, Horror of the Deep. I love Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. And I'm already invested in getting this one.
Yeah.
Like, give me all of the lobster. Give me all of the
Yeah,
shrimp.
I need it. And what's cool is, obviously it's coming with a tail stand. I didn't expect that unless it was a resin kit. I wasn't expecting it to be for that to be able to hold, or else, I mean, could you imagine? Over time, Godzilla would just start bending backwards and probably break in half.
that was gonna be my number one concern. I was like, they have to be doing something. And when I first saw the photos surface for this, I said, what is holding that thing up? Either they have either they got smart and started jamming rods into this thing to keep it stable, or there's like going to be some kind of stand. Which
that's a simple stand. I don't mind.
Yeah,
a lot of people hate on stand as long as because this is going to basically be virtually hidden behind Godzilla. It just works out perfectly. So this is one where I don't really care at all. All right, up next. This is, I'm already calling it now. This is in the figure of the year running. This
already? We just barely got through figure.
Dude,
we just barely got through that debacle. Come on.
Look at it. Look at it.
We still have another what? We have a Sakai coming out in the summer. Is that when they usually release the Sakai line?
Oh, well, you dropping breaking news here? What are you talking about?
I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm still trying. I don't even know these timetables.
You would imagine the Awakening Shin is coming at some point, but again, I mean, it's not being shown here, so who knows? I mean, we are technically like around the corner. All right, so let's move on to some other stuff. So here is that gigantic D4 reel. As you can see, the original D4 reel is on the bottom. Now they're doing, I guess, like their version of the giant Funko Pop ones. How you feel about this?
Look, I think this thing is fugly.
Yeah, I think the eye
don't
is
like
throwing me off.
I don't like this at all. I hate the teeth. I hate the eyes. I just hate. Honestly, I'm not the biggest Shin fan anyway. But at least like the other Defa reels that we've gotten up to this point actually look good. This looks like not good. I'm gonna try to keep it nice here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a D4 reel D4 reel. I just whatever. However they're said, they're not really in my wheelhouse. I do get a couple here and there for my daughter because that's kind of my way of collecting it without collecting it, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
But yeah, a
it's
giant D for real. Like this one personally isn't doing anything for me. I'm sure this is gonna end up being insanely popular and probably be an instant sellout. So we'll see how it shakes out. Although I really do wish they something's off about like the top of his head. He looks too happy. I guess he just looks like this kind of like derpy happy shit. He's like, yay.
No, this looks like from this angle here that you're showing, it looks sad. It's like, I'm depressed, Shin Godzilla.
He looks better, obviously, from this angle.
It looks sad. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm not going to be grabbing this. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Shin fan. I like Defa reels. I think they definitely have a place within your shelf, and especially for that like more budget end of the collecting side of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think this is going to be a budget option at all. Is there a price shown for this guy yet, or is it just a
I think it might be on that thing right there, the peg at the bottom, but I don't. At least I don't have a full picture of it to know. But if I had to guess, this is probably in the 150 range. It's gigantic, right? And they're already, so if I had a ballpoint it. Looks like we got some more Ultraman stuff. This looks to be some Showa Ultraman, but it's just going to be a model kit. So for all you model builders out there, looks like probably another plastic model kit is on the way.
This looks like Shin Ultraman to me,
but
I could be wrong.
I mean, I think it very well could be. He does got that more alien quality to him.
Yeah. Shin Ultraman has that slimmer profile to him, and just by the shape of the head, I think this is Shin. I'm not 100% sure, but this looks like Shin, which actually would make sense because we've had like SH Figure Arts and some other companies that have been releasing a lot of Shin Ultraman stuff. Yeah. So having X Plus jump in too would make total sense right now.
Yeah, I mean it's so weird. We've gotten so much Shin Ultraman merch before the movie. It's kind of like almost unheard of. I feel like I've never seen so much merch leading up to a movie release before. Like, it's just strange. Someone was asking Spork, when's the anniversary Gigan figure dump? Well, we're getting that reissue, and it looks like Gigan is joining the default reel line as well. These ones are all
I figured this would come in.
killer, man. I got some better picks. So here we go. Gigan and Megalon. This one's tempting me. This is like one of my favorite tag teams. I might not be able to resist. That's such a great pose for Gigan too. You can tell he's got the claw up, claw down, which is how I always pose him. I love that. Leslie says, "Do it." Maybe. If Abby likes, I'll have to show her these movies, and see what she thinks. Jet Jaguar is available now. We have it at kaijulab.shop, the regular one anyway, if anyone's interested. Super pumped for the 73 there, man. Like, that might be one I 100% get, because you don't see him often represented really at all. No. And that's, he's going to have the crazy eyes, which I need in my life, those cocaine Godzilla eyes that he's on in that movie. So the tree, the whole brand, that one, if I'm going to collect the D for real line, it's going to be these four, because there's not a lot of them out there.
I like that they're releasing these in batches according to their films now.
Yes.
I feel like they were kind of more they were spreading them out a lot more.
They were like random originally, just kind of all over the place. Yeah, now.
But now they're like kind of actually batching them together. I actually expected to see a Defo Real Titanosaurus before we got this.
Yeah. Leslie poking funs at my New York accent, but that's fine. I'm used to it. This was actually a big surprise, and I'm probably going to get this one for me and Abby. How could you hate?
Oh, that's adorable.
This is too, yeah, this is me and Abby. I can't not get this. I love that 67's getting more love, man. 67's finally starting to, like, people are warming up after 60 years.
I mean, yeah, it's I think Son of Godzilla is gonna go the way of maybe All Monsters Attack, where it's gonna start getting a reevaluation by the fan base.
It's a dark comedy.
Time. Yeah, it kinda. I would venture to say that this is more of a dark comedy than GMK.
Yo, if anything, it's got one of the best soundtracks. The music in this movie is phenomenal.
Oh, it does. It does. I watched it a few weeks ago. It's fantastic.
But yeah, this one I'm getting regardless. This one another reissue. All right, I don't see anything different from the last one. I'm not even sure why it's on the table. Maybe
closed mouth on a scar. That's all. It's
why. That's why it's there. Okay, yeah. So it's still a pass for me. X Plus is doing King Ghidra. I'm gonna have a 5-foot one, so I don't think I'm gonna need this one. So this doesn't really intrigue me. A little bit of that too little, too late. But obviously, if you didn't get a spiral King Ghidra, this should be a more affordable version. Although X Plus with their wing stands, man, I'm not sure what this is gonna look like. So they got a lot to prove with this one. We'll see.
Didn't we get was it a concept image we got like last year of a crouched King Ghidorah?
I don't know if I think that was just like a thing going around.
Was that a fan art thing? I can't remember if that was like concept art or.
Yeah, I think it was like a legit asset from the movie. I'm not sure. Like that was just going around, and people were like, "I hope someone does a crawling Ghidra," which, hell yeah, I hope someone does a crawling Ghidra as well. But
now, what I'm wondering is, AJ, how many people are we going to hear bitch that we're getting legendary King Ghidorah before we got Mecha King Ghidorah?
Oh, it's probably in the chat right now. What do we got? Where it's, yeah. I mean, I want I'm all about Mecha King Ghidorah, but I just don't know. I don't know what's the issue. I really think it's because the wings are so thin, which does not work well with vinyl. Like if you're gonna make it accurate, like the Mecha
Mhm,
King, like they're just thin. So
mhm.
I don't. That's probably one of the main issues that they're having is it. It probably is leaning. Then the wings are just all over the place. I don't know. Um, but I mean, I'm pumped because there's gonna people that can finally have this in their collection to scale with their Godzillas and stuff and their Rodan. But so I'm curious to see what the final version looks like.
It's gonna be huge. I think it's gonna be like it's gonna be a really big figure, or at least
Oh
it's
yeah,
gonna have a
it's
good shelf presence.
if the Godzilla is what technically he's 25 centimeter, but he's really like
Mhm.
27. So you
Yeah.
got to figure, yeah, he's probably gonna be closer to 45 centimeters. He's got to have to almost be double what he is.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, but I'm very curious to see what they do wing stand wise. That should be fun.
I have to see a proof. I actually have to see. I'm like you. I think I have to see it once it's done to know for sure if I'm going to get it or not.
Yeah. For me, again, I'm not gonna have when the spiral one comes. I think that will fill my need
Hmm.
for. But we'll see. I do like the three different heads. All about that. They're all in different poses, so that's dope. All right, we got some more Star Ace stuff. Looks like showing off. I forget what that fish is called. Some
I don't
prehistoric
know.
fish. It's like the whole Wonders of the Wild line that they got. So we got some dinosaurs, the woolly mammoth, all that good stuff. I'm not sure what the wizard chick is on the rock. I have no idea what that's from, but
No idea.
yeah, I don't know. So we'll just move on from that one. I don't think are you
I just
collecting
I just really
anything?
like I just really like that Star. Sorry, I think there's a little bit of a delay, but I just like that Star Ace is kind of expanding out into different things outside of just kaiju. Like
Yeah,
I like that they're doing this line.
yeah, yeah. The woolly mammoth. I'd probably get if Spiral didn't announce Behemoth. So I'm just gonna wait for that instead. Um,
Spiral who? What who?
yeah, who's that? Who that? Looks like we're getting another Vampirella pose, which is pretty cool if you're into that stuff. From part of
Yeah.
their plastic model kit line. Metropolis, the first ever sci-fi robot. Let's go. I'm probably
Yep.
gonna pick up this just for that. It's
Just
too
for the yeah.
it's too classic. You got a better shot of I guess you get a silver. Either that one's just unpainted or there's gonna be a silver and gold variant. But I need
Mhm.
the give me
It
that
looks good.
gold. Princess of Mars is a sci-fi novel. Oh, that's what it's from. Princess of Mars, the lady on the rock, or
Oh,
Mistress on
interesting.
the
Okay.
Rock. Thank you, chat. Got some more plastic model kits. Looks like we're getting another version of Cyclops because this looks different pose wise, right? Or am I insane?
Yeah. No, you're right. This is a little bit different pose wise. I'm still seeking out the recent Star Ace version. After getting the Rhedosaurus in the mail, I'm like, man, now I need that Cyclops. So that's probably because I skipped on the Harryhausen stuff, thinking I've got enough. Like I didn't think I was gonna like that line as much as I love the Harryhausen films.
Mhm.
I was hesitant on collecting that line because it's like another thing to collect. It's another thing to spend money on. But again, after getting the Rhedosaurus, I'm like, now, damn it, now I need the Cyclops, and I probably
Yeah,
need the Guanji too.
yeah. Guanji, I'm definitely getting. The Cyclops I originally did get, but it got lost by Diamond, and I just haven't tracked down one or found the time to buy one for myself. Um, Speaking of Ray Harryhausen, if you've ordered the gigantic Kraken or the Talos through us, those are coming next week. So be on the lookout for that. um, but yeah, next this one. All right, so
This
this is the second figure out of all of these stuff tonight that I am the most from Jason and the Argonauts. This shit one scared the shit out of me as a kid, and is in my opinion one of the best like practical effects stop motion stuff ever. This whole scene, or yeah, Spinal from Killer Instinct. But I just Oh my god! Especially with the skeletons coming out of the ground, this is a must-have for me. How about you?
This is God. This is so good. Like this is so good. And this is, and I think I'm gonna try to go for this one as well. Like as a huge Harryhausen fan, like I grew up with that shit, man. I'm
Yeah.
so like I love the Harryhausen films, and Jason and the Argonauts is like one of my favorites. So I'm gonna have to cave and get this one too. It just looks good. Like I just love the fact that we don't just get one skeleton. We get like we get the other two skeletons coming up out of the ground. Now I'm
Yeah.
wondering though, is this going to be the standard? Is this going to be standard across the board release, or is this going to be like the DX version? Is that what you're saying?
Something this bizarre, probably it's gonna be a one-time. I don't know if there's enough
Mhm.
to warrant. Like, how do you not get the base? Why would you just
Right.
want like?
I don't know.
I don't see the value in having without the base. Like, just give me all three of them. But hey, you never know. I don't think they've ever done one like that yet, right? There's always been a DX and a standard, so you're probably right. They're probably gonna be just a skeleton, and then the awesome base with the three of them. So
Yeah, I would say it's probably just going to be the skeleton with like a small base, and then this will be like the bigger, more DX. This will be the DX version. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm happy to be wrong.
Spork says Skelebros. Yeah. Looks like we got another Shin Ultraman here. But I'm more focused on my man in the back, Bardock from Dragon Ball. For those that don't know, X Plus still does do Dragon Ball releases. So that looks like the next, and they're usually in gigantic form. So hell yeah, that one looks pretty badass. Looks like he's right when he's about to die. So let's go, Dragon Ball fans. And this is one of the clearly this is from my Kaiju. I think I screenshotted this from Edwin. If you're still in the chat, so yeah, I just took it from you. I'm sorry. Shout out to my Kaiju because I'm sure they're all over it. Summit Kaiju pretty much released a lot of these images. Kaiju Battle, so definitely go check out all those guys. So one of the cool things also at Wonderfest is all those one-day license model kits, and Jesus Christ, look at this thing.
Best. This
Oh
is
my
the,
God.
I want this. I want this. Ultima. Like
Are his
I
feet
prefer,
that big?
I would say, yeah.
I guess
I'd
we
say.
don't
I
really
I don't-
see it because of the mist, but
I don't think this is based on the concept art we got before the series came out. I'm assuming this is pretty accurate.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm with you. Just give it to me. It says sold out though, so I guess we'll have to spend 10 grand on it on Buy or something. Here's another amazing line of kits here. I mean, again, these one-day licenses at Wonderfest are just as good as some of the regular day releases. And then this one, he might still be taking pre-orders. I had actually shared this on the Kaiju Live page. This is a 50 centimeter destroyer, guys. I think it was going for like $2 grand. Honestly,
Shoot.
if I had any painting skills at all, because you know you're gonna get it unpainted, I would get this. But something this big, that much money to send to somebody, like there's just too much for me that can go wrong with trying to get someone to paint it. But oh my God,
It's gorgeous. Like it's absolutely gorgeous.
There is no better destroyer ever made.
Now let me ask you this as a noob, when you say like one-day kits or what'd you say? One-day
license.
One-day licenses. Now what does that mean?
So over in Japan, what they do at a lot of these shows, and that's why a lot of like all the Superfest and Wonderfest stuff are so sought after, because like they are legit exclusive to those shows. Like for instance, they're allowed to sell this for this show, and that's kind of it. You know, they might do some online sales, but you rarely see that. That's going on a little bit more now because of COVID, because I don't even think this one's really open to the public still, or it's extremely limited with how many people can show up. So like a lot of the Sofubies also one-day licenses. Like if you recall the Noughts storyboard Godzilla, there's a reason why there's only ever been those two, because that was a one-day license thing, and we're probably never seeing that again.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
that's very popular over there for sure. Because Toho is all at these shows, so like you gotta do it the right way. Then X Plus, this is their own like Sofubi guy, the Space Cyclops. Looks like they got some more variants and whatnot of these guys coming out. I've never collected any of these, but they look fun.
They look fun. I'm not really interested, but they do look like they're at least not gray.
Yeah, exactly. And then the Sun Guts booth. I don't know if you've experienced. I know, Mike, you're just kind of getting into the Sofubi here.
Right,
Sun
yeah.
Guts one, that pink Megalodon in the top left there. I need that.
That's great.
I don't know if you're familiar with that toy, dude. So he has like neck articulation, where you can like stand his neck up, so you can put him in like a swimming pose, so he can be like swimming or standing. It's incredible.
Okay. Okay.
So I might have to try to chase that one down. The Gameras are not undersized, dude. The Meg is that goddamn big.
Wow.
Because like for instance, that Shin, which I know for a fact is 14 inches tall. So if you put that in perspective, those Gameras are about 10 inches.
Is that looks like what, Showa Gamera, Gamera Guardian of the Universe, and Gamera the Brave there in the middle?
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
It's Showa Gamera, Nightmare Gamera on the right there, and then that's the ancient Gamera from the one that dies in the very beginning.
Gotcha.
Here's some better shots. If that's a glow, man, I think that might be a marbled glow in the dark. Oh my god, I might have to find it. I think we got some better shots.
Where do you find like stuff like from Sun Guts, like these show exclusives?
This stuff is, happy hunting. It's kind of the either you have someone that can go to the show that or you're gonna have to find these on like Yahoo or Mandarake. Like they'll pop up here and there, but again, the quantities are so small that little price tag that you see there, that ain't gonna be what you pay. So.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Here's a better shot of the Gameras, which I just covered myself up. But yeah, I mean, and the Nightmare Gamera, you don't see a lot either. It's awesome.
No, that's great. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, Sun Guts, and it looks like that's another if that's a marbled glow Gamera, I'm gonna have to hunt that down, man. I love Showa Gamera. But we're just gonna bring it back to the best of the night. My favorite, absolutely. Yo, Nick, what's going on? Question: is GMK a dark comedy? I don't want to spend any time on that because Mike and I wanted this to be quick, informative, some opinions. I can't do the dark comedy. We'll be here for 3 hours. But this is absolutely what I'm looking forward to the most. What about you, Mike? What do you got?
I mean, this is the centerpiece for this event, in my opinion. Like between this and the skeleton, maybe I might go ahead and get the Gigan and Godzilla 71 set, because like I said, I don't have a X Plus Gigan in my collection. The 30 centimeter has always eluded me, and then the price for the 25 centimeter is the 25 centimeter has been available every now and then, but by the time I catch them available, they're already gone, and now people snap them up. So I may actually go ahead and dip on that, because I think I like the pose of that 60 or that 71 more than I like the pose on the 68 25 centimeter that I already have. I think I just like it
really
better.
That's a hot take. The 68 25 centimeter is one of the best of all time.
Oh, it is, but I'm actually thinking about getting rid of it.
Oh my goodness. Do you have the Rick too with the closed mouth?
The closed mouth and the baby, yeah.
Damn, just getting rid of the gold. Okay. Check out the groups. Mike might be getting rid of one of the best.
I'm thinking about getting rid of it because I want to make room for stuff like this and more Sofubi. So getting rid of some of the gray.
You got to go with the if it doesn't spark joy, then that's all you need to know. Someone Spork X, is that Gamera the one that blew up in Brave? Yes, that is that Gamera.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to him. Yeah, this is the ancient Gamera from Gamera the Brave, which is pretty cool.
Mhm.
I gotta say, my favorite Defo reel that I'm hyped the most about is this guy, just because this is 100% a purchase for me for my daughter and I.
Mhm.
Um,
If I had to give a like this, I'm definitely buying these. It's gonna be definitely the FSL Sea Monster pose because that's just the poster. God, that's just it's awesome.
yeah,
Like it's just
it's
I love dynamic poses like this.
yep, and this is why I love the FSL series is becoming my favorite series from X Plus because these are all basically like some of the best model kits ever made being converted to
Mhm.
vinyl. So it's
Yeah.
how could you go wrong?
Yeah, as probably the next thing I'm gonna buy, like definitely gonna buy. I'm with you on the 67 Defo reel. I may not be able to pass that one up.
Yeah, it's too good. But I think that about wraps it up. Again, I just wanted to make this quick, go over some cool stuff. Spork, how many groups am I in? I'm in too many, man. Because obviously
Way
got
too
to
many.
promote Kaiju Live and all those kind of pre-orders and stuff. So I'm in like almost every Godzilla. Every time a pre-order comes out, people are like probably like, "Ugh, where's Kaiju Live?" and spamming all these fucking groups. Here he comes. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta make a living, man. You gotta make a
Yeah, man.
living.
It's like the same thing.
Now here's a
Mhm.
good question. Here's a good segue. How much of this stuff is going to show up on KaijuLive.shop?
Um, I'd say very close to all of it, unless they're exclusives. There's a good like I have not been able to get like Rick exclusives, so if any of these are
Mhm.
specifically that,
Mhm.
unfortunately not. But like the D for reals are always the standards for sure. This FSL might just be a global release because I say that because the FSL Gigantic 54 was also a global release, so I don't see
Mhm.
why this wouldn't be, especially since this is from an obscure movie, so I'd imagine they'd want as many sales as possible. So I'm gonna
Mhm.
guess that this is gonna hit general distribution. Um, but yeah, I will bring in all the Starace ones. The skeleton will 100% be in the shop. The plastic model kits, I haven't really ever had anyone ask, so I've never actually put them in the store. But if anyone's interested, yeah, I'll put them in. All right, let's check the chat real quick. They call him Avant Gamera. Sorry, I know because I don't like Gamera the Brave, so let's just put that out there.
You have no heart, sir.
I mean that is true, but also he doesn't roar like he doesn't. He doesn't have the Gamera roar, and for me that's like if Godzilla didn't sound like Godzilla, it would just be like, oh, it,
Yeah, but
it's
still,
just
like
hard.
Gamera the Brave is just such a good movie, though.
Is it?
It really is. Like
I've heard it's a dark comedy. Is it?
you
I'm never gonna let Matt live that down. Matt
everything's gonna be a dark comedy
yeah,
from now
Matt
on.
even asked me. He's like, one day we got to do a live chat and just have that as a discussion. I'm like, you know what? I will do that. We will. It will be an actual argument chat of how the hell it's a dark comedy. Because I don't see it that way. But hey,
It's gonna be 2 hours of you and Matt yelling at each other, and then me off in the background just eating my popcorn. That's all it's gonna be.
Charles, I know, man. I love all the Gamera movies are great, except that one. That's all like. I haven't watched it in a long time though, so I have to say I do need to give it another chance. But it's that roar, man. I was really hoping when Arrow released the set, and Matt had said that they even talked about this, actually giving him the Gamera roar in that movie, and they just ended up not doing it. That's the thing that it just bought like, and it's like the most generic monster roar that's literally been used in like every sci-fi B movie since like the 50s too. They were just like, what do we have on hand? Oh, this? Yeah, sure, that's Gamera. Yeah, no problem.
They gave him the King Kong 76 roar.
Yeah, it's just like whatever. It's like it's Gamera, man. He's got such a distinct sound. Like whenever you hear it, like
that's Gamera.
That's Gamera, yeah. So to me, I could just never get past that hurdle. But it'd probably be a great movie to watch with my daughter, so maybe I should.
You definitely should watch it. It's one of my personal favorites. Honestly, Gamera the Brave is everything you love about the Showa. If you're a fan of even just a few of the Showa films, it's everything to love about the Showa films and the heart behind those movies, but just better.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. All right. And
So,
Dad, if you're still watching, just buy me this model kit. Hell yeah. No problem.
uh, the post that I made in, I think it was Collect All Monsters, about the conversation between my girlfriend and I. It's like, what do you want for Valentine's Day? Oh, the sea monster statue. Okay, be serious. Like, that is a legit conversation that I'm probably going to be having in sometime in the near future about what to get each other for Valentine's Day, and it's like a week away, so whatever. But yeah, I'd like that. Like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, is anyone else bothered by this? Because this happened last year too. Since when the hell did they start scheduling the Super Bowl on Valentine's Day weekend? Like, do you know how much? Like, are you just trying to get the boys in trouble? Like, what are you trying to do here? Because everyone's going to want us to have a Super Bowl party, but now one day out of that weekend, so that it's like impossible to get anything on Saturday because everyone's gonna get something on Saturday because
Oh yeah.
Monday no one gives a shit, no one's going out, everyone's got to work. And then Sunday, it's a Super Bowl. So, like, why are you doing this to everybody? When did this happen? This is bullshit. Someone's got to change it. NFL, fix this shit. It's bullshit.
So when you finally get this one, AJ, where are you going to put it? Because this one requires, I think, its own pedestal for as tall as it is.
What do you mean? Oh, like this might have to go and like have its own spot. Yeah. I mean, yeah, honestly, that's one of the things that I hope to achieve. Like this year, I'm going to take it's one of the most requested things we've had at Kaiju Live is like, can we get a tour of your collection? And it's finally going to happen. We're going to do a proper video and give a whole tour of everything that's in this house. I don't know. Maybe I can bring my equipment to Dad's house and we'll do it all, which would be insane. It's just
Kaiju cribs.
Yeah, pretty much. Maybe we'll do that. That would be hilarious. Have Dad just like looking like P. Diddy and shit. It'd be great.
Buy him like a velvet tracksuit to wear around as you're showing off your collection.
Leslie's the only one I think in here. Oh, I know Ray's in here too. That's been over to the house and has seen what I have. Very proud of my collection. It's been a very long, literally almost my entire goddamn life. Been collecting since I was like 12.
It's a process.
Help me.
Like it's not like to build a collection of like quality takes time. You can't just like rush through it, because what you end up doing then is you end up shotgunning a lot of figures that you fall out of love with quickly. And that's like something I ran into when I first started getting really serious about collecting. I was buying things left and right, and I found myself a year later like, why did I buy this? Like, why the hell did I buy this? Yeah. And then you just end up letting it go for sometimes not even what you paid for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's, sometimes you find great deals like that just because people are trying to move stuff and, get it to a happy home, so to speak. I'm coming across that road right now because I am way too into these bigger statue companies like Spiral, XM, and Prime One. And good Lord, if they keep making stuff, I'm gonna have to make a decision because like everybody else, I can't just build a quantum quantum room that goes into a different reality like in Peacemaker, where it just extends out and I have unlimited space. So the space is becoming a thing. So some X Plus might have to just go. We might have to pull does this spark joy? Do you want to keep the 30 centimeter Space Godzilla or the 60 centimeter from XM? These decisions are on the way.
Right. Did you buy both? Did you buy both the Godzilla? Did you get the set, I should say? Did you get the Space Godzilla and the Godzilla to go with it?
I got the Space Godzilla. I'm definitely keeping. I don't care. Space Godzilla is one of my favorite designs of all time. I grew up with the Super Godzilla, playing the Super Godzilla game forever, which that design essentially is, and then they just took it and turned it into Space Godzilla.
Sure.
So I did get a Godzilla, mainly to review for the channel. And we'll see how it is, but I'll probably end up just selling that one. My only knock on both of those, it's not really the Space Godzilla tail's got a little bit of a curve to it. These straight back Godzilla tail shit has to stop, man. You can't give me a 60 centimeter Godzilla statue where his tail extends out 3 feet. It's like, not everyone that's collecting this shit is a millionaire, man. We don't all just like have, I want to, it's just.
Not everyone can put all of these things on their own individual pedestals.
Yeah.
Like a freaking museum,
So, I don't know that kind of stuff. That's my initial, I don't really like that about that figure. Cause like, cause you limit the way you can pose it. It can only be posed in one way. Like it has to be a diagonal pose. Like you ain't putting that on a turntable so it can spin around and slap people. Like it's just not happening. You'll buy it on a discount, Edwin? Yeah, because all Godzilla stuff goes on discount, right? Yeah, I've seen that all the time.
Deep discount Kaiju Live.
Yeah, man. You got to get that promo code of the next Kaiju Ramen. 80% off all stuff reviewed, apparently, according.
Yeah, and use my affiliate link and use code Kaiju Ramen to get 97% off.
Absolutely free. It could be yours. It's like wacky inflatable arm man from Family Guy. Due to an overstock issue, we're passing off the savings to you. But all right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope. Did you even like? Let us know if you even like stuff like this, because I was about to go to bed and I was like, man, there's so much shit I can't go to bed. Let's just go live. Hey, Mike, are you up? Okay. I like how Leslie's been up but didn't even respond to my text to join this show, but sits in the chat. I see you, Leslie.
Rude.
I see you. You could have been here live with us. But all right, everybody, have a good night. Mike, thank you so much for taking the time. And
no problem, man.
Figure of the year, this FSL.
I think so.
Calling or figure of next year, whenever this thing comes out. Good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.
As always, like and subscribe, and be on the lookout for more content from Kaiju Live. Hold on, Mike. I'll be right there.